I guess good morning, Steve and Andy. Since I'm not paying for this, I'm having trouble getting some of the things done that I used to do. All I had to do is set and go. You got to make some coffee. You ain't got any yet. Now, I know you didn't just get up, did you? Just can't start the day without coffee. That's cool, Andy. Good morning, PJ. Good morning, Sue from the Bud Files. Good morning, Buster. Everybody's pouring in this morning. That's good. That's good. Oh, today's a crazy day. I'm starting to look for a new place. I got a whole bunch of stuff still packed up. I got the current stuff I'm using. I got to pack up, but I got to find a place before I start in on that. It's been hot. We're supposed to get thunderstorms today. Let me see. It's probably not as hot as you have been. Yeah, see, Franklin, it's sunny with temperature 84. The wind is blowing from the south southwest 9 miles per hour. Current humidity 75%. I know, Andy. I start thinking about it and I get dizzy, but I've got to find a place. Good morning, Matt. I hope the visit with your father went well. And Andy's weather is for the West Plains. Conditions are showers in the vicinity and temperature 78. The wind's blowing from the southwest 9 miles per hour. Current humidity is 82. 3 cups coffee in, transplanted Meyer lemon and a Cavendish banana tree to bigger pots, dug up a random magnolia tree and pine tree growing in my son's flower bed. They are still in bed. You got them going. Okay, weather for Albuquerque is Matt's weather. Conditions sunny with temperature of 75. The wind's blowing from the east at 18 miles per hour. The current humidity is 51%. And I don't know who's in South San. Okay. Okay, here's PJ's weather. Pamblico, conditions are sunny with a temperature of 82. The wind is blowing from the west southwest at 4 miles per hour. The current humidity is 73%. Good morning, New Horizons. We're just as crazy as ever. And Lucy's even. Come on. You got to get over here. Come here. Yeah, up, up. Okay. Lucy saying hi to everybody. And cement conditions are fair with a temperature of 78. The wind is blowing from the south at 12 miles per hour and the current humidity 79%. Wow. And PJ said, hi, Lucy. Ever since the 4th of July, she's been sticking on me like stink on scat. The mommy girl. But my nasturtiums are doing great, and so is my borage. My sweet potatoes are all vined out. I need to wrap the vines around and contain them a little bit. And Andy's suffering a morning sneeze attack right now. I hate those. But ever since the 4th of July, Lucy has really been under my feet like constantly. She lays underneath my desk, or she wants up in my lap. But I'm introducing everybody to the flavors of nasturtium and borage flowers. And PJ's folding her laundry she just washed too. Well, I hope it's dry. Oh, lovey dovey. You are lovey dovey, yes you are. Well, you said you're folding your laundry you just washed. So I got to pick on you a little bit, PJ. There we go. Okay, Lucy, go lay down. And there's Katie. Good morning, folks. We're filling up 5-gallon buckets of water to bring to the in-laws so her roses don't die in the seat. I joke. I'm the watering van woman. Type weather in your zip code, Katie. Good morning, Jacob. Nice seeing you here this morning, too. Let's see. We have 8 people in here, and that's pretty good. But like I said, I am getting people introduced to borage, the flavor of borage, and nasturtiums. You could eat the flowers and the leaves both on the borage plant. The leaves also have the cucumber flavor and are best cooked to remove their prickly hairs that can be used in various dishes. Because it says the flowers, leaves, and stalks are all edible. Supposed to get to 97 where Katie's at. And its conditions is temperature of 63. The wind is blowing from the north-northwest at 5 miles per hour. Current humidity is 72%. You got that right, Andy. In fact, plantain filled with nothing but rabbit poo, and the plant seems to do miracles. That plant gets so vigorous that the roots would go outside the pot. If there's a drain hole in the pot, get roots outside the pot and into the dirt. I have heard of others doing that too, Katie. Katie says once we get rabbits in a few months, she'll keep it in mind. This year they're using llama fiber discard to help maintain moisture. That's been a game changer. That is great. Now Jacob's weather is 72 degrees. Conditions are cloudy. The wind's blowing from the west southwest at 10 miles per hour, and the current humidity is 95%. You got storms coming in. Yeah, Andy, I agree. Rabbits are rabbit scat is a great thing. It's a miracle of soil to begin with. Ah, yes, we do. Had a nasty one too. The early morning today that kept me off the lake. And that's why you're here because you're not fishing. Andy says you can use la- llama fiber discard. New use for rabbit shed fur. And Buster says they have rain coming in today. It's supposed to be cooler. Yeah, we're supposed to have a chance of thunderstorms in that, but I'll believe it when I see it. Let me see what it says here. There's a possible risk of severe weather today. Wind is the greatest threat. It's 85 out now, and it looks like, I mean, it feels like 94. There's only a slight chance of rain for the next 6 hours. Yeah, looking at the radar, it looks like everybody around me is going to get it, but not me. Yeah, I think they're advertising it for a lot of places, but I'm like in a valley or something for some reason because it seems like it goes around all the other towns around me except for here. And even Matt is busy preparing. Matt's even busy preparing for storms later. Oh, that's what I wanted to show you guys. I don't know if anybody's seen it on Facebook. And Katie wants some of the storms. Well, let me see if I can find it here. Let me see. I don't know where I put it. No, not there. Oh, I'm trying to find it. Well, let me just, I guess I'll have to just go to Facebook and play that. This here is my newest project. It's long sleeve half shirt. It's a fishnet cardigan. There, did you guys see it? Thank you. And let me show you another one I worked on, but it's not the actual picture of what I worked on. I shared it with somebody, and I gotta remember who I shared it with. No, not there. Yeah, I can't find where I did it, so I'm just gonna have to do it again. Well, I got another one here, but I have to find. Ah, okay, I know what to do. No, can't do that either. Good morning, Howie. Here, I'll find it this way. Let me get to it just a second. Okay, let me see. Now to present it. Now see this here? And the color I put it in was a satin yarn that's about the same color. And that came out good too. Hello, Willie. So right now I'm working on another one of the boho of the fishnets. You see right where I'm at here. I'm working on this sleeve right here. With this here yarn, see it's got the sparkles in it. Ah, Willie's waiting on the crew. They're lifting the camper today and putting on blocks and tie downs and underpinning. Sounds like a lot of work, Willie. Yeah, I'm thinking about another one of the boho style vests too. Um, when it comes to projects, I charge twice the cost. So in other words, I get a little profit for my labor. Yeah, that's why you pay it for the labor. And so Willie's working on lifting the camper and getting it ready for hurricane season. What's everybody else doing now? I know Howie's been doing a lot of harvesting in his food forest. And if you haven't seen Howie, type in exclamation point quail. Because if you follow food forest permaculture, you will learn a lot about setting up a food forest, or at least the way he does it on Vancouver Island, which is very interesting. And C says he's not doing anything. He's not doing scat. Katie's doing new quail cages and looking into bachelor pad aviary setting up. Matt's cleaning outside before the weather and harvesting today. Oh, he's got his game or propagation permit, so now he can have Bob Whites. Congratulations, Willie. Jacob's currently putting eggs in the incubator from Aaron and feeding his birds. Cool. And Andy's going to be hatching out some quail soon to rebuild her cubby back up. And I will be saying hi to everybody, one person at a time, which is cool. Yeah, they are. Oh, good luck and happy hatching, Buster. Putting the eggs in lockdown today. And Katie wants to know if Andy's got her Gopher Ridge eggs. Hey, Katie, did you get that package from Louisiana yet? Yes, Matt, you're usually working while you're doing it. And Willie's, good luck and happy hatching, Willie. His eggs go into lockdown last night from Aaron. Here neither. And it was in May that we won. PJ is still looking for a house. Every time I find one, my realtor doesn't put a bid on it because I don't have financing, even though I've been pre approved for two different loans. You need to get a different realtor. I'm sorry, PJ. I would just get a different realtor. Andy said 90 eggs in the incubator. Wow, Buster, you processed over 200 birds last month? That is wonderful. So that means you really need to hatch, huh? See, Andy agrees with me. She'd get a different one. She'd be so upset. Well, depending on how you process it, it could take either up to 5 minutes. Yeah, that is ridiculous. She's not keeping her part of the contract, though. If she refuses to put your bids in, another set of coons came around, and you were left with only 5 quail. Only one of them's a hen. Wow. You can't get a definite loan until you know the amount. That's ridiculous. Yeah, she's broke the contract, I think. Exactly, cause you can be pre-approved up to a certain limit, but that's it. Oh, predator proof works for about 3 years at a time. And Buster's dealing with snake problems. Netting can be your best friend, Buster, when it comes to snakes. Um, Tie it loosely around the cages, and that way the snakes can get caught up in the netting. Oh, wow. Yeah, but most people usually harvest a lot of times will harvest the quail, but now, Willie, is that with the shell or without the shell? But I've heard snakes getting tangled up and bird netting. Willie says if you could jam it in a shell, that would be best. Yeah, 'cause they swallow it whole and they just keep on pulling. Yeah, that's one thing. Don't have to worry about snakes so much here in Southwest Ohio, at least not in town. Of course, there isn't that many snakes in Ohio to begin with. You got gardener snakes and, well, I don't know. It says he usually relocate snakes, but they got the last quail. So he got his plumbing pipe and fittings and a handful of shells. Yep. A snake pew pew. I've never heard of snake repellent. Yeah, you're in the desert, so you got some nasty ones. Yeah, PJ, that's the way to do it. Good morning, Tommy. Tommy says bull snakes are crazy. They hiss and almost sound like a rattler. Willie spent a lot on snake away. It's sulfur and ammonia, he thinks. And it didn't help since they're by the river and farms. Tommy says, Lucky, both warn you before you get too close unless you step on them. You have a blessed day, PJ. Tommy says he's become more and more comfortable with snakes. He's never seen snake repellent work. In fact, he's seen snakes curl up in a bag of sulfur. If you have them, wear boots and keep your snake hook by. For if it happens to be a venomous snake, thank you, Willie. He likes the fishnet sweater. And that color yarn was called rainforest. And my daughter says it's just perfect because where she works at, the air conditioner, that's just enough to keep her from freezing in the air conditioner. But that's going to be a lot of fun. Now, what do you guys have interesting going on? Well, thank you. Have her get hold of me if she wants one ordered, because I will make and ship. Tommy says mostly get water snakes and rat snakes here. I see some rough earth, small and harmless, and racers too. Racers are harmless. but he posts up like a cobra and will strike your face like a garter. Yeah, I have a story about a garter snake. Um, I was walking with some friends and I was about 10, 11 years old, and we seen a gardener snake, and I pointed it out, and I'm not stupid. You don't, when a gardener snake's coiled up, you don't reach down to try to grab it. But Tammy thought it would be cool to pick it up. So she bent down and it hit her right there with its snub nose and knocked her flat on her butt. It was so funny. You don't try to pick up any snake that's coiled, even if they don't bite. And they know right where to hit you, Tommy, to knock you on your butt so they can get away. Well, yeah, they have to act like they're going to hurt you, so you leave them alone. Now, when I was in Arkansas, we found this jar that had a snake in it. And we didn't know if it was venomous. We don't know why somebody put a jar with a snake in it out in the grass. So I picked it up and on the way home from walking to the store, and I couldn't tell. I wasn't going to take it out of the jar until I knew if it was safe or not. So I called the Department of Natural Resources in Arkansas. I says, "How can you tell if a jarred snake is poisonous or not?" They said, "Look at the pupils. If the pupils are round, they're not poisonous, but if they're slanted like a cat, they're poisonous." Tommy says if you ever seen a rattler that has a mix of colors, like having white bands on its sides, run. The wild morphids are super aggressive, sometimes very unpredictable. Steve says when he was young, a long, long time ago, we used to put gardener snakes in trash cans so when the garbage men emptied the cans into the truck and see the snake and run away from the truck. So funny to watch. Tommy continues the Morpheus, but they're extremely rare to see in the wild. I've seen one, but it's not wild anymore. And he says, well, sometimes that works. Oh, rat snakes hurt when they strike, I'll say. I got one get my hand the other day when he reached under a pen to get his 4-week-old Jersey giant chick that got loose. Yep. And he may have a few in her freezer. Willie said his wife's going to quit helping him with the animals if he keeps complaining about all the snakes outside. And Tommy says, with water snakes, look at the mouth. If they have band lines going down from their mouth, they're non venomous. But if there are no bands going down their mouth to the other side of the jaw, it's venomous. Yeah, we got a lot of water snakes here. We got water moccasins, cat and mouse, but nothing like they had in Arkansas. And they do, and they break their teeth in your hide. And it says they are here there for the day somebody really ticks her off. There you go. Somebody that's afraid of snakes. Rat, rat snakes are actually quite tame most of the time. They are arboreal snakes, so they will see you like a tree to climb. So they will slither on you, but just one away. Well, in my case, it was they were in a jar. Somebody already caught them. Tommy says his wife got bit, but that's because I pulled it out of the coop and she accidentally stepped on it. Ooh. Tommy says you will see the lines in their mouth. And he says if you're close enough to see a water snake, you'll be able to see the bands to determine if it's venomous or not. Well, when I was pregnant and gone fishing and peed off of the overflow of the Arkansas River, and I seen those water snakes swimming towards me, I was not going to wait and look because I was pregnant. And it seemed like they had their eyes straight on me and had swimming right towards me. Okay. Willie's weather is conditions are partly cloudy with temperature of 87. The wind is blowing from the south southwest at 2 miles per hour. The current humidity is 72%. And Annie said she saw a water snake with fish in its mouth. She says, Tommy, you haven't seen me climb over 3 people to get away from a snake. No time to look closely. I am picturing you doing that, Steve. Tommy says you can go by anything else really with water snakes. They flatten themselves out and make a diamond shaped head, and they will expand their scales out as well. And the bands are the quickest way to determine. LSD, that's me too, but after my freak out, I'll go back and reassess. And Andy's like I am. She saw that visualization real quick. They always sneak up on you. Definitely still jump when I see them, but I get over it. Matt says, I'm good. That's a nope for me. And Tom says, sorry, you can't go by other ways with water snakes. Trust the mouth bands. Well, he says, Matt says nope to the nope rope. Okay, let me see. Yeah, you really can't see the bands on these pictures here, the mouth bands. I've never seen a water snake, Matt says, but I know they swim fast, and I'll be facing the other direction. Uh, Matt, when they came towards me on the water, I backed up that hill, literally backed up, because I wasn't taking my eyes off of them because they could disappear real quick. Andy says when her youngest daughter was at home, she hated snakes so bad that if a snake popped up on her phone, she would throw her phone. I don't know if she still does it now. Okay, Tommy. I mean, you're talking about on Facebook? Well, open up Facebook. Okay, now it shows up. Yeah, I seen that picture. Let me share this. Right here is a water moccasin, and this is water snake. I mean, here's a cotton mouth, and there's a water snake. That's the same picture that right there. Yeah, okay. But you see the bars? That one doesn't have bars. Indiana Jones. Tommy likes playing, which is venomous. Don't trust the shape of the face because a plain water snake can make its head look just like a moccasin's. Yep. Willie says good old cottonmouth is one bad mama jama. Watch the video Cottonmouth versus Rattlesnake and Cottonmouth versus Copperhead, and you'd be like, dang, it's the devil. And he says she sees a rooster in the head. Yeah, what's so bad is you could have your fishing line, your stringer by a tree, and you go to pull your stringer up, and all your fish are stiff. That's because there's a water moccasin under those tree roots. Good morning, Desiree. Same daughter got bit by a pygmy rattler. Yeah, king snakes will eat them all. Another black snake. You got to know which to look for them. Black snakes take some research, but worth it if you like being out in the woods. Good morning, Rita. Good morning, Katrina. Oh, heat advisory. So she has to find her reflective visor for the car to grab it on the dashboard today. Cool. Do a video of it again, Katrina. Desiree, you need to eat some more of those natural foods in your area to build up your immunity. Yep, she's going to do another video on it. Cool. And she's saying hi to everybody. Katrina is. We got a chance of storms coming in, so I didn't water my plants this morning or last night. I think Anime Desiree needs I can't remember the name of the concoction with vinegar and peppers and garlics and all that. Tommy says definitely recommends everyone going to a herpetological show or a reptile show. You'll learn so much for the people there, and you won't even have to ask. Snake people love sharing information. Yeah, fire cider. You knew where I was going. Desiree needs fire cider. Her immunity is not good. And I am going to get some coffee. And don't forget, if you guys are in heat advisory, drink your electrolytes. Make sure you have water and electrolytes. Because just plain water isn't going to do it. You need to get the other things that your body's been sweating out, like your potassium and stuff like that. See, sorry, Tommy, I won't be able to hear the questions from the other side of the closed block door. You need electrolytes, not soda. Annie says she believes fire cider is one of the biggest help for my puppy when he had parvo. He got it down him. The next day he started trying to eat. And Tommy understands, Steve. It's a love or hate type of thing for many folks. Oh, wake up, Desiree. because even Matt's here, so and Matt and Katrina's here, and they're 2 or 3 hours behind me, so it's early for them. I got to figure out where in this apartment I can actually run my freeze dryer with the air conditioner going, because I don't know if there's enough power for it to run. I can move my coffee pot into the kitchen. Then I might be able to do it. But what other projects are other people into today? Everybody's quieted down quite a bit. We got 12 people here. Hey, cuz, how many likes do I have? Okay, 12 likes so far. 12. Oh, Katrina's getting the automatic water to the garden. Now, when you get it to the rabbits. Yes, Max, you are close to getting that finished from what I see. Tommy says 12 likes. Steve says he had to refresh. 11 thumbs up. And Matt tells Katrina that that will help so much. And Rita's cleaning in her kitchen while she's listening. Oh, congratulations, Rita. Now, how many grandchildren does that make now? Okay, Katrina says later she'll be working on for the rabbit area. Right now, she just needs it in the garden. And Howie's still here listening. Yes, automatic water is secret to success. And Howie's telling Katrina hi. And Buster saying congratulations to Rita. And Rita says that's her sixth grandchild. Thank you, Howie, for the thumbs up. Matt says he agrees with Katrina. He couldn't do without it. He couldn't do it without as easily. No, that would be a lot of work. I had a message last night about doing a balut. Let me see down here. So what I'm going to do here, I'm trying to set something up to show you guys that you guys can watch while I answer a call. So that video just shows the challenge and how many days you incubate the eggs for. And let me see down here. You couldn't hear the sound on the video? 'Cause I heard the sound. Well, anyhow, what you do is you incubate the eggs for 12 days. Then on that 12th day, you take them out. There's no sound again. Can you hear me? Have a blessed day, Howie. Okay, you can hear now. Okay. Oh, just video is soundless. It shouldn't have been because I heard it when I was away from the computer. I just don't know why it didn't come across here. Sometimes StreamYard can be a pain. Unless you're paying the big bucks for it, and I'm not paying the big bucks. I can't afford to. Oh boy. Let me try this one here. Let me try it this way. Let's see if this one. This is me cooking the balut. See if you can hear that. So the water's coming to a soft boil. You hear it now? Echo, 6 minutes. Sorry about the yelling. See, that's how you cook them. You cook them for 6 minutes. Then you drain them and eat them. Okay, let's try the next one. Okay, what I have on my plate is some Miracle Whip with sriracha sauce, salt and pepper, pita bread, and the balut eggs. Now to get you turned around. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. Let me get to the next stage. Oh, I don't know if I got that one yet. Let me see if I can find it here. There, now you'll be able to see my expression when I try them for the first time. See, they say, flick the air sac area. Now there's the balut. We'll try one plain first. Isn't bad. It tastes like egg drop soup. Take a piece of pita bread. If you like egg drop soup, Willie, then you'll be able to eat balut
Here's
eggs.
another one. Spray with salt and pepper on it. Different.
And I was sick
So
when I
that's
did
2
this
out of 8.
challenge.
Now, if I don't leave some for my dog, she'll be upset. Lucy likes to have some of everything I eat. See, there's the egg sac. The yolk. There's the blue, and there's the baby chick. Try some with sriracha and mayonnaise, or Miracle Whip. Yep, I'll probably eat them again someday. But 4 is about all I can, and 3 is all I can eat right now. That's 3 hard-boiled eggs, and that's enough.
Now, see, I could do quail balut, but with no teeth, there's no way I could do any other type of balut. And it's common for duck eggs to be done in balut, but that big bill and everything, that's going to be crunchy. I think the problem is if you share the video that you're watching, it might not do the video sound, but when I do it direct as a file, then you guys heard it all right. It's just on my limited income and not making any money off of YouTube. I can't afford that amount for the paid version anymore. Thanks, cuz. Yeah, me too, Willie. Not being. Morning, David. Cuz spent 3 years in the Philippines. No balut for him. Thank you so much. But Willie, you need to do it and video it when you set the eggs for it and everything. Because what I did is I had a bunch of eggs set, and on day 12, I took out 6. I would say a blue would be fine for chicken and mostly quail, because quail, they're so good anyhow. But ducks, you think about how big the beaks are and everything else that you end up having to chomp through. And they have bigger bones than quail or chicken. Willie, I am allergic to lining that they use in dentures. So I had to throw my dentures away because I couldn't stand the chemical burns in my mouth. Because then when they do the baked on lining, it doesn't fit right. Congratulations and happy hatching. How many eggs did you set, David? You got 6 new partridge chicks. And Katrina, are you going to be processing some bunnies this weekend? Because, well, when you can't